Here today, it's Friday, March the 5th, 2010, and we're here with Sara Boggs of Hamlin to talk about the alleged beating that happened. Ms. Boggs, could you tell us, in your words, what happened that day? It was February 26th, correct?
Yes, I had a knock at my door, which was Johnny Cremines Jr. Coming to tell me that it was urgent, that his father wanted to speak with me on a little Laurel Road. And so, therefore, I kind of hesitated, but then he said, "Come on, hurry, he's waiting on us." And,
And his father, you had a previous relationship with his father?
Yeah, 4.5 years we were together.
But you guys had broken up?
Yeah, we had split up, and we went on about our own lives. And then I just been getting phone calls from this Johnny Cremines Jr. I've got witnesses, telephone numbers, voice messages where he's called, and I've just completely not paid attention until that night he knocked on my door.
So you decided to go with him, or follow him?
Yeah, so therefore I followed him up there, and when I got up there, I just pulled right in behind him. I noticed we was right in the middle of the road. I noticed something not right about it, so therefore I went to throw it, and I put it in reverse. And about that time, I looked back, I looked frontwards, and he ran me. And when he ran me, he shoved me plumb into the ditch. And about that time, I seen headlights come up and behind me, flying. And
he rammed his car into your car?
Yeah, he rammed his truck into my car, okay, shoving me into the ditch.
Okay.
Then when I looked back, I seen headlights. By the time I looked forward again, he was jumping over my hood, up on a bank, he beat my window plumb out. All my doors was locked. He beat my driver window plumb out, and about that time, he grabbed me by the throat. First thing, he grabbed me by the throat, and I was just kicking and screaming. He was trying to pull me up out of the car, and he couldn't do it by himself. He couldn't pull me up out. I was holding on to the steering wheel, and that's when he just pinned my head down. I was kicking, and about that time I was kicking and screaming and kicking the other ones out because they'd already beat the passenger window in and was coming in on me, both of them. And I looked and see my purse disappear, my phone, my everything was gone. And then that's when he pinned my head down. He seen that he couldn't get me out, so therefore that's when he pinned my head out the window and just started beating me, continuously beating me with his fist until I was just losing consciousness. And then at that time, that's when they all three drugged me out the passenger side. He had went back around, and all three had drugged me out, and I just balled up in a big ball right there at my passenger side door. And from all three corners, I mean, they beat and kicked me, and I felt kicking, and they got me in the back, and they was just kicking me all over. It was all over, kicking me and hitting me and pulling. They was trying to pull my hair. They ripped wads of my hair out, trying to pull my head up so they could get to my face. I just kept trying to hide my face, and I was just feeling kicking. They kicked me numerous of times in the chest and in the ribs, all over my body. The last blow that I felt was the blow between my eyes, which was the metal object, the crowbar, which cut me wide open. At that point, I went out. I'd come to, and there was blood everywhere. They were still kicking me and beating me, and then that's when they grabbed me by the hair and drugged me and slung me over the hill.
Did you think you were going to survive?
No, I didn't think I'd live through it. I was for sure they didn't think they finished what they did. I just thought they was going to come back down here and finish me, afraid that I was still alive.
Now, the two other women that have been accused, were you aware that they were with him?
Was I aware that they were with? Yes.
When you first, yeah.
Yes.
But did you know them at all?
I mean, it was just Johnny Cremines Jr. until he ran my car and shoving me into the ditch backwards. And then When he jumped, like I said, about that time he shoved me in the ditch, I seen headlights flying up behind me. And I looked, and it was her in that Suburban, the big maroon Suburban. And at that time, he already had me by the throat. There wasn't no getting away.
But did you know these two other women very well?
I know Jennifer Braggs very well. I've had nothing but trouble out of them for over a year now. They left me a 7-page letter of how I'm going to burn alive in my sleep, signed by Johnny and Jen. The state police does have it. Approximately 9 to 10 months ago. The Jennifer Porter lady, I don't know that woman from Man in the Moon. I've never seen her, don't know her. Will never forget her face, though, that night. I don't know, understand why would she want to do this to me, you know. I don't know that lady. But Johnny and Jennifer, I met them through Big Johnny. And I just wish that I'd never met him, because I'd not know none of these people or have any of this going on in my life.
Are you still having trouble dealing with what happened?
Yes, I'm having trouble every day. I'm having trouble sleeping, breathing.
Can you tell me a little bit about your injuries?
My ribs are, they said they're not broke, but they're very severely bruised. I'm going back today to see if I'm going to have more x-rays done, since all the swelling is mostly gone. And to make sure that they're okay. And he's going to take this off me finally today. I've had on since Friday. And I guess
You received stitches?
I have 8 stitches between my eyes. It's terrible. I have to go Thursday for a plastic surgeon to have it fixed, to have my face fixed.
So, is your fear that if they bond out or get out, that they may?
Yeah. I heard they have a preliminary in 10 days, and I do have fear that they will get out. I just hope that Trooper Ellis, he is doing a very good job on it, and I don't think that he's going to let me down. After the way he's seen me that night, he's not going to let me down. He's working very hard to make sure that these people pay for what they've done to me, and that I appreciate that very much.
Is there anything else you want to say?
No matter what these people have to say, everyone in Lincoln County knows that these people are very bad people, and they have been in a lot of trouble, and I just want everyone to just, I want it to be over. I want it all to be over. Just stop. Just to stop. I want it to be over. I want them locked up and not be afraid. Not be afraid. I will be okay. And it will be okay, but it might take me a very long time. But I will survive and go on in my life.